Hey everyone, it's Tammy here. Tonight I thought I would show you on how to put a decal on a flameless candle. Move my little stand over a little bit so you can see. This is a new candle. I bought it at Dollar Tree. That's where I get them all from. They have a really nice flameless candle. It's coated with wax. It really smells good. Doesn't have a real strong scent, but it does have a vanilla kind of scent to it, or wax fragrance. And that's how we started, just by taking the cover off. I've chosen the Ravens or Crow decal and the moon, and that's what I'm going to put on it tonight. First thing we want to do is get the ravens off of that and make it so that it's able to be applied on the candle itself. And I'm going to use contact paper to do that. You can use transfer paper, contact paper. It really doesn't matter. I use what I have at hand at the moment. I have both Cricut and Walmart. Cricut is a transfer paper that's designed specifically for doing this. It's kind of a strong, sticky backing on it. Sometimes you have to take it and actually put it on your clothing or put it on a piece of fabric to kind of get it not so sticky anymore. I know it doesn't make sense, but too sticky is not as good. Contact paper to me works so much easier, but I do have transfer paper. And you can keep using the same piece of transfer or contact paper over and over and over again. Just going to rub that as hard as I can, try to get all the air pockets out, and get the vinyl transferred onto this piece of contact paper. When we remove it, we're going to want to remove it so that the decal actually stays right on there. See how easy that is? Now I'm going to use this wonderful tool that my husband made for me. Makes it so much easier so I don't have to worry about having 4 hands. And then I just kind of eyeball it where I want it to go. Set it down. Don't press anything yet until you get the center on, or the biggest object is how I go. Then I go around. Because it's a round object, you want to make sure that you go from the center out. That way your vinyl lays nice and smooth, and it doesn't, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I went under that camera. And then your vinyl doesn't get all bumpy. Then I take my, oh geez, I forget what this tool's even called. Anyhow, you can use a credit card or any kind of smooth object to get that to actually lay down. You want to be careful though. There's a coat of wax on this pillar candle, and if you push too hard, you can indent the wax enough to cause it to be damaged. But you want to make sure you get it all smoothed out. And then carefully try to pull it as close as you can to the vinyl as possible. And that will keep the vinyl on the object that you're putting it onto and not lift back up with the transfer. That raven's beak's still a little loose, but I'll show you how we'll fix that. And then I can take that piece of transfer tape and put it right back on the piece of paper that I took it off of and save it for the next project, because you can reuse them. I'm frugal here. Ta-da! Just like new. Now I gotta find my little moon. There it is. cut a piece of transfer tape for it. I love these candles. They work great as night lights. I've done a couple of them for children's rooms, and then I have some other ones that I think look really nice in the house. And if you're a person that likes to have forestry animals and things, that they're really nice. I've seen people even use them on an altar as spiritual representation of totem animals and such. I think this is the hardest part, is being able to get that vinyl to let go. I almost think I had 2 pieces of paper there and not the tape. Isn't that awful? Oh, goodness. This is my own doing. I really haven't seen anybody else make these. I'm sure people will, but up till now I hadn't. Where do I want to put the moon? I think it will look nice right there. Nope. Easy. Yep. There we go. I don't know how the weather's been for everybody else, but boy, we've been getting hit with snow. Then we had some rain, and now it's cold as heck out there. Say we're supposed to have a really, really, really cold snap hitting us. No more snow until Wednesday, but it's coming. And the reason I make so many of these, I was going to share a little bit on that tonight. This is how I make my living, guys. I make a living, well, you know, honestly, I've listened to a lot of homesteaders and farmers try to explain how they make their living. When you homestead or you farm, you don't need to make as much money as you do if you work the everyday job, because you put a lot of food away. And a lot of it, you're pretty frugal. You live right here. It's not like you're going out and using a lot of money all the time. So the homestead alone is what helps pay. Pretty neat, huh? Here's some I have done. I love doing them. I don't know if I have one that I put batteries in. Yeah, that one's got batteries in it. It's not very bright right now though, but it flickers like a flame. And when the light's turned out, it looks really awesome. Let me click the light out and see if I can show you. No, I guess you're not going to really be able to see it. Ooh, that one's nice and bright. Isn't that nice? And the way that the little wick on the inside flickers back and forth, the little light makes it appear like it has a real flame inside it. Now, I'd love to say that just putting the decals on them and stuff would call it good, but as I told you before, they have a wax coating on them. And when they have a wax coating, it's not going to keep that decal for very long if you leave them just like that. So, I have another process that I have to do, and that's put Mod Podge on them. Mod Podging them will keep the decal where it belongs, and it's a little longer process because I have to Mod Podge them a couple, 2 or 3 times and let them dry real thorough, so that it'll actually stay. I want to make sure everything's all sealed down really well, and this is. And the first place I hit is over the decals themselves. You want to put a nice thin coat on it. No clumps or goops because it'll dry that way, and you really don't want to see that in the finished piece. This will give it a little bit more of a shine. This is matte Modge Podge, and it still has a little shine to it. I don't know how you could take that out, but I don't mind it. I think it looks nice. Now, where it's my own project, I don't have anything to follow. I can only tell you what I've done, and I put 3 coats on it, and 3 coats seem to be a good hold. I haven't had any problems with any of them that I've made. Alright, I'm going to let that sit and dry. And then I'll do the other side of it. And when it's all done, it will be just like these. These have all been coated. They've already had their Modge Podge put on them. And it's all nice and smooth and holds real well. Now, I haven't tried using anything other than my vinyl decals on these, but I'm going to say that if you don't have a cutter, you probably could use something else, you know, on them, but I don't know that the glue or whatever the sticker or decal that you're using would be strong enough to actually adhere. But if it was strong enough to at least sit on the candle and then get them long enough for it to be there until the Modge Podge dried, then I imagine it would be okay. But I'm not going to tell you for sure because I haven't done that. But it is an idea. Although, you know, anybody that wants decals, there are a lot of people out there that make them, including me. All you have to do is message me if there's something particular you want. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up please. And if you're a subscriber, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, go click on that button. When you click on the subscribe button, hit that little bell right beside it. When you click on the bell beside it, it's going to give you notifications when my next video comes out. Right now, I'm trying to post a video every day. I really don't have any real rhyme or reasoning to what I'm putting out. It's what I happen to be working on at that time. I do a whole lot of stuff. If you go back into my videos, you'll see I'm a forager, I'm a farmer, I'm a gardener, I raise animals, I have children, I have grandchildren. There's a whole array of things that goes on, and you're getting to see a little bit of my life, and that's what my videos are all based on. Alright, thanks. See you tomorrow.